A very good evening to all our viewers from wherever you are joining here in the Ideal Nation or across the world. This is the first quarterfinal clash of the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2024, the President's Trophy, the first clash between Wesley College and Senanayake College here at the home of Sri Lankan Sporting Sugathadasa Stadium, and I am joined.
Good evening, Muad. It's a lovely, lovely evening here at the Sugathadasa Stadium. Wesley versus Senanayake, the first of the quarterfinals. As you said, perfect weather conditions as well. Both of these teams have a brilliant three-quarter lineup. So let's hope the weather stays the same as well.
This early in the morning, we had a bit of showery conditions out here in Colombo. A bit of drizzle was there earlier when during the latter part of the first quarter final in the Premier Trophy category, where Pilian Central College edged out Lumbini College 25-21 in a close tussle. And out here we have the sun is bright and shining out here in Colombo, and we have a match on our hands. Two strong teams who would love to run the ball, and also they know to pace the game down as well. And Hisham, we have a bit of pomp and pageantry in the President's Trophy opening. The first clash, of course, both the school principals, match officials, the sponsors, the teaching charges, all in the all-important photograph just before the kickoff, with school songs also about to begin.
Yes, and in this year's edition, it will be just two quarterfinals. Of course, Wesley taking on Senanayake, and then Rahira facing St. Thomas's College. That will be tomorrow here at the same venue. But for sure, out of the two fixtures, this will be the pick. So the weather forecasts, good temperature, minimum temperature is 25 Celsius, low breeze 16 kilometers, and partly cloudy. That's based on how the weather was today. We would say it's better. And it seems like it's not wet underfoot conditions in the ground as well, so that will be helpful for the players. And we should see a good encounter between those two teams.
College starting off with their college song, a bit of pride and glory just before kickoff. Definitely, one of these two teams will be saying goodbye to the 2024 season out here after the game is over. It's knockouts rugby and all to play for. The boys will give all their hearts out here. And of course, if you are joining us, this is the first quarter-final clash of the President's Trophy Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2024. Next will be Wesley College song, and we will be going off to the kickoff after this. folks, it's a game on out here with the last minute rituals by both the teams, and we will be kicking off just in a nick of time with the referee Gihan Yatawara in the middle as the main match official.
Be interesting to see the approach by the referee as well. Both these teams, like we mentioned before, have some brilliant three quarters within their ranks. Hopefully they will allow or play the game in such a way that the referee will be able to go ahead with the flow. So here's the DS lineup: Weligamage, Lakmal, Bogahawat, the front three players, and then Janajaya, Bogahawat, the two second rowers, Balasuriya, Devmit and Pereira completing the 8. So Chasit Samarasinghe back at scrum half, and as captain Shehanda Umagiliage at 10, Veerasinghe, Pereira and Samarakun, Vijayarath and Bandara compromising the back division.
This is starting off with Big Emmanuel, Jaya and Hapugal making the front three, and Sanruk Gamage, Tiranagama, Nahame Chandra, Shem Mendis and Gamampila. Starting off with the backs, Adib Yusuf, Sandra Piris, Kaizalai, Mohammad Fawaz, Dylan De Silva, Kavish Dilhar and fullback Abdul Hadi, the highest point scorer for the Double Blues. And of course Shem Mendis, the skipper at number 7. Kaizalai back in the team, and Mahathir Raban out of the playing 15. So let's see what this Double Blues outfit will come back with the Dons, who are Hisham coming after a strong performance against Zahira in the RIT Alas Memorial Trophy last weekend.
But as you mentioned, I think so it'll be interesting to see how Wesley approaches the game. Maybe after a small break, you'd say. So let's hope that they don't have a bit of rustiness within them. And any idea why Raban is not featuring today? Is it a tactical decision or an injury?
Even I just got to know today he's not in the bench as well, so looks like he had a bit of a small situations back in the leagues. He's a very strong hard hitter, so I think there might have been a serious concern for the Wesleyites to opt him out, a senior player.
So as we await the match ball, it will be Wesley who will be doing the kickoff from left to right. Senanayake will be attacking the scoreboard end. Slight delay here. Players and the referee all eager to get things going.
Referee Yatawara still waiting for the match ball, if by the looks of it. Hands crossed. Both the teams. Here again, Hisham, we will have to rely on the hand signals of the referee, as we don't have the ref mics right throughout the season. So that's unfortunate, but the games have to be played as well. Here's Senra Pires with the ball in hand to kick off the proceedings here at the first quarter-final clash of the President's Trophy Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2024 here at Sugathadasa Stadium.
So Senra, who has been playing at number 12 at times, as his jersey would suggest, seems to be playing at fly half this evening.
Well, Hisham, he's a very what we would call a utility player. He sometimes gets the ball out of a maul and scores as well. So he's all over the park, and he's a great find for Wesley. Here's DS first get out of jail kick by skipper Umagilige.
So here's Pires, allows the ball to bounce, returns it back with interest, but DS have it covered with 4 players at the back. Here's Bandara in a tit-for-tat kick. Straight to Lai. Here's Hadi. has the big men on the flanks. That's number 4. Gamage takes it into contact. Wesley up for the blind side to their forwards.
It's a big Hapugala going to contact, and here's Adib Yusuf. He has been playing quite a lot of rugby in this season at the halfback position.
Wesley have some brilliant mobile forwards. Here's the skipper with the break, has support, should have passed, ultimately trips. And that could be a penalty conceded. Yes, very unfortunate there by the Wesley skipper. Should have let that pass just a second late, and then unfortunately paid the price in conceding that penalty. But promising start to Wesley. A few big hits by the big forwards, and then using their mobile forwards or the third row to gain some yards, and a lucky escape for DS Senanayake on that occasion.
Yes, the skipper has had to give it out in one of the previous few games as well. He was short in giving that ball out. Unfortunate there. He was, I think, very eager to get on the scoreboard right on the money right from the start. However, here's DS with the ball in hand. They have a great attacking position out here.
Referee playing advantage. Not 10 is the call. So referee Wesley in fact conceding another penalty. It's interesting to see if DS Senanayake will go towards the posts or go towards touch. It seems yes, they are going towards touch. And the DS Senanayake line out option hasn't been functioning smoothly, you could say, throughout the season, but when they get things right, they have the ability to drive the ball forward through their rolling maul. They have caused many teams a lot of trouble. But first things first, Praveen Bogahawatta, or Praveen Lakmal rather, will have to get this line out right. Line out is good. Wesley try the drive early, but here we go. DS Senanayake inching their way forward. This could be try number 1. Yes, easy does it. There we go, just like we called it. DS Senanayake on the board, 3 minutes. So it's the second row. Kavisha Jananjaya. So Dialog with the early try, and Wesley just didn't have a reply to that big drive by the DS Senanayake forwards. The skipper now with the conversion attempt, not the easiest of kicks for sure early on, but he is certainly capable of this.
Of course, Sumagiliege has a big boot on him. And he had a fabulous game against Isipatana. He had the same venue. Unfortunately, in the second half, he had to go off the field. And Umagiliege's kick is just short. And also, in fact, we have the assistant referees, Ravin Alexander and Charlin Lienage. And here's the replay of that rolling maul try from the DS lads. They have Azmir Fajuddin, the former Royalist and former heavy skipper, in the forward coaching unit as well.
Nothing for Wesley to worry about because it's still early doors. It's easy recovery from here. Just need to settle into the game. This time it's live with the restart. Here's the skipper. Puts the boot in and opts for touch. Doesn't gain huge mileage on that kick, but regardless of it, they will be satisfied of taking it to a set piece. Interesting battle here, Murad, for us to witness is Wesley too are capable of this rolling maul. They don't have the biggest of forwards, but certainly it's a technical skill which they have mastered.
And if you could recall last year at Royal Complex, they pulled off a 50-meter rolling maul right from the halfway mark. And here's another advantage coming in for the Wesleyites. Again, what the Wesleyites infringed previously.
So similar penalty. This time favoring Wesley.
They are opting for the 3 points out here.
Well, their top point scorer for the season, Abdul Hadi, will take the first shot at goal. And of course, this is knockout rugby. So it's all about being in front, making sure you don't go or distance yourself in the scoreboard. So Wesley perhaps opting for the safer option, just clawing their way back into the game. Hush on the ground as Abdul lines this up. Strikes it good. Is good as the flags go up. So 3 points for Abdul and Wesley as they cut down the deficit to just 2 points.
Of course, taking all the points on offer will be crucial out here in knockout rugby, of course. And both the teams have able kickers in their ranks. Let's see what these lads will dish out today. Sugathadasa Stadium, of course, Senanayake College playing after their close 3-point loss against Isipatana in their league encounter. What was probably one of the games of the season. And that's a very awkward fall to the ground by Sandro Gamage. Advantage coming in favor of the double blues. Hadi puts in a beautiful chip.
Well, that was knocked forward, but interesting to see. Was that a high shot on Abdul Hadi from behind? Only if you can have the replay on that. But once again, Wesley gaining heavy inroads. They certainly have the skilled players to do that. Here we go, Abdul with a lovely chip. Referee was playing advantage before this. Slight step, had the man on the outside, should have passed. But there you go, that was a high shot, which the referee unfortunately missed. But then again, the pass was fumbled by the Wesley player onwards. So lucky DS Senanayake survived that attacking foray by Wesley yet again.
That's a direct shot to the neck there. Unfortunate miss for the lads in blue to go in to the lead. Here's DS. Again, Umagilige tries to go out of jail. Again, that's the point scorer Hadi. Goes in deep into DS territory.
So nice tactical kicking battle here between the two kickers. Umagiliage returns with interest, but this time it is covered by Pires. Takes his time. Slots it across, but this time, no, it doesn't find touch. Back to Umagiliage. This time, goes on the other side. Has he found space? Yes, and that's a beautiful kick by the DS Senanayake skipper. They just didn't have that covered, and Wesley didn't have the chases as well, so it gave plenty of time for the DS Senanayake captain to pick his spot. Here we go. Had a look, saw the man on the outside, but decided he'll trust his boot. Executed that kick to perfection.
The man with the great eye, Hisham, just took his time and focused and looked the open spaces, and here's DS definitely going with their strongest option here with the rolling maul.
Lovely pivot off that rolling maul by DS Senanayake, and they're gaining ground fast. Still going. The maul is still alive, inches away from the try line. But could the referee see the grounding is the call here? Play is still alive. In fact, no. Referee will call that as a maul and award the ball, award possession to Wesley. But there you go. 2 rolling maul drives attempted by DS Senanayake, and they have gained ground heavily. Wesley adding pressure there, but there you go. They somehow pivot their way out of it. That's what you call a fishtail maul. Driving, inches close to the try line. But then there was the doubt. if the referee could spot the ball. But Wesley with a chance to get out of jail now.
Last year, when these two teams met at Royal Complex, it was 29-21 in favour of DS, beating Wesley for the first time in a 15-a-side game in the history. And this time around, they beat Trinity as well for the first time in history. Coming with a lot of pedigree this time around in their backs, and Senanayake not being able to get into touch.
Well, that bounced, so the line out is good, but it will be in favour of Wesley.
Also, Hisham, the in-goal area of the Sugathadasa Stadium is not as big as what these lads have been playing in the other venues. Previously, in the first quarter-final of the Premier Trophy, there were 2 or 3 situations where both the teams just miscalculated the in-goal area. One lad stepped on the in-goal, the touch, the whitewash, and gave away possession. So, 2 teams should be critical on the in-goal situation. That's Deputy Skipper Dylan De Silva for Wesley going into contact.
But the skill letting the Wesley player down. Here's Umagelige. Has a lovely return pass back to the skipper. Has support, but will have to take it into contact. Steps his way outside, inside, still going. Was that a try? The grounding is good. It was off the same move. That should be a try for me.
What was an unfortunate miss for the Double Blues, utilized brilliantly by DS.
Yes, the tries have ordered. Brilliant stuff by the DS Senanayake skipper. He's on fire. He's brought his A game today so far. That could have been a try the other way around. The pass that was missed by the Wesley player. Brilliant counter-attacking off that loose ball. But still, I think it was Tatira, the second centre of DS Senanayake, who decided to pass it back towards the skipper, which really opened things up. But from there on was the DS Senanayake skipper using his strength, speed, individual brilliance, and then eventually getting across to the try line.
Of course, the second Amana Bank try for the Dons out here. DS Senanayake College, they know they are coming in all guns blazing out here. The skipper being the pivotal man, the man behind the success story of the Dons out here in the first quarter-final of the President's Trophy Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts. Let's see whether he can slot this in. He's a very able kicker. He has a big boot on him. Curls it in, but it's just a short of the right uprights. Here's Kavisha Dilhar. Tried to go in for a small chip, missed unfortunately there.
Well, that miss unfortunately took both him and Abdul Hadi as well out of that move. But there you go, the lovely reverse pass. This saw Umagelige into space, but there you go, lovely step inside. Managed to get away from that tackle, then just managed to ground that ball. Here's the DS Senanayake vice captain on that occasion, collects the ball, sends it out to his skipper, who yet again opts for touch. Doesn't get a huge distance on that kick, but they seem to be opting to take it to set piece by set piece. But then again, they can't concede territory to this Wesley outfit as well, who themselves have some brilliant players who can break through the defense.
And we saw that, unfortunately, the finishing touches were lacking, Hisham, and that just gave DS, and they pounced on all the given opportunity. They grabbed it with open hands. Here's skipper Mendes orchestrating the rolling maul. Brilliant defense coming in from the DS lads out here.
Well, so far when it comes to rolling maul, DS Senanayake seems to be on top, whether in attack or in defense. But Wesley still with possession. Here's their big man taking into contact. They opt for the blind side. Huge hit on the Wesley number 8. But still they retain possession. Trying to power their way through. But so far the Senanayake's defense answering all the questions thrown about them. But there you go. Lovely step inside by Lai. twice, but then again falls to the ground. Referee is going to the card.
It's deputy skipper.
Interesting if we can get a replay on that, because the referee had no second thoughts on that, was directly going.
For Tiven Pereira, the deputy skipper, a yellow card there. Let's see what.
So I think it was before that. Maybe an off-the-ball infringement. Not so sure, because the referee didn't indicate it as soon as he awarded the penalty as well. But regardless of it, Wesley now in prime attacking position into the opposition, just outside the red zone. Line out is good. Here comes the Wesley drive. They break loose from that drive. This could be try number 1 for Wesley College, and there you go, easy does it. Wesley College with their first Amana Bank try in this game. A man down defending that line out. Interested to see if he can get the number, but easy move forward there. And a brilliant score by Wesley themselves. So like we said again, Wesley using or opting for the line out drive and reaping rewards.
Yes, so that's Sandul Gamampila scoring the first Amana Bank try for the double blues, with Abdul Hadi lining up for the kick. Bit of an angle there.
So DS Senanayake losing their vice captain, a pivotal player in their pack, and conceding a try as well. Abdul now has the opportunity to level the game for his side. Lines it up. Has the direction yet again. Bounces across the crossbar and then through. So Wesley equalize. It's 10 points all. And as we expected, it's turning out to be a thrilling affair. Both teams taking shots at each other and scoring points on either side.
Of course, and another great opportunity for Wesley, with the Dons deputy skipper down in the sin bin with 14 men. Are the Dons out here? Here's the beautiful conversion coming in from Abdul Hadi. Just to the smiles of referee Charni Lienagi as well. Referee Charni Lienagi, of course, the first female referee to officiate an top division schoolboy rugby game in the season. That was also in the game where Wesley took on Thurston at Ratmalana Air Force Ground. So great to see history being made in Sri Lanka's women's refereeing as well.
A not so great kick there by the DS Senanayake player. So Wesley now with a brilliant opportunity here. Centre field scrum, DS Senanayake with a man down. So it will be uncontested scrums. But they will have either side of the pitch to choose from. Adib Yusuf just having a chat with his fly half, just to make sure what the plan is here.
Last season, Kaiselai was in the half-back position, and they were utilizing him in 2 or 3 options at the wing, at the full-back, and the fly half position. Here's Yusuf going in for big Gamampila.
First phase is taking into contact. Here's Senura Pires. Bit of a tumble there, but still Wesley with possession. Opting to go with their forwards. And they're gaining ground. This time switching back. The point of attack.
The big man Gamage brought down very well by the DS defense there.
Here's Yusuf distributing it, and Lai once again stepping inside. Then loses the ball. Unfortunately, that's the second time he's fumbled possession. So DS Senanayake will be just happy to kill time here, settle things until they get their man back.
Of course, Hisham, Lai is a very skillful player, but he needs to keep his nerves, calm himself down, because it's a crunch game. He knows he can go in, but he has to look into the options as well. So his plays will be very crucial in the latter part of the game for the Wesleyites.
So Chamit Samarasinghe with the feed in for the Dons now. You would expect Umagilige to put the boot across and try to get DS Senanayake onto the other side of the pitch. This time goes with a cross kick chip. Almost pays dividends. Was that a knock forward? Yes, it is. So Wesley will have advantage for the knock on.
That's Kavish Dilhara, not the biggest lad on the pitch, but strong stride there. And referee Alexander says there is an infringement as well. I think it's a high shot, Hisham, if I'm not mistaken.
So it could be trouble for DS Senanayake. They've already got a player down. Wesley still with possession, still going forward. They're forwards. Here's Abdul acting as fly half, first receiver. DS Senanayake College really need to get their defense up to the mark. They seem to be tiring now and conceding another penalty. Not rolling away is the call. So I'm pretty sure referee Alexander will now get his word across to the referee. He was off that other breakdown, and if by any chance the referee decides to penalize or take action further, it will be trouble because it was DS Senanayake's other flyer, Janidu Vijay Ratna, who was involved in that tackle or in that breakdown. Well, no, the referee will decide. That's not much of an issue to go to the pocket, so he will stick to the last penalty that was conceded.
Looks like they're going for touch, the Wesleyites.
Well, yes, DS Senanayake are man down. It's one of their heavy men as well. The referee just having a chat. Maybe it's about the tackle height. Seems so. Trying to get the best of lip reading here, but it may be not right as well. But still, Wesley now opting for touch. Senera Pires with the kick. Into the 22 they go, and Wesley for sure will try the rolling maul here yet again. It seems a substitution on the card as well for Wesley.
It's Pawan Tiranagama, the number 2, the hooker, is out. I beg your pardon, he's the second row. He's playing at second row even though he's wearing number 2 jersey. And number 5 is in. That's Hamdan Shafraz, who will be in early 20th minute replacement for the Wesleyites.
Wesley, the line out is good. Here comes the Wesley drive forward. DS Senanayake trying to exert maximum pressure, but still Wesley going forward. The play is still live. Peel off that rolling maul. But here's the crucial part. Is that a maul? Yes, it is. And there you go. Wesley concede possession. DS Senanayake managing to survive that foray as well.
Brilliant work coming there by Omika Boghavat. Omika Boghavat, yes. As mentioning last time, these two teams met was in last year's league game at the Royal College Sports Complex, where DS clinched a hard-fought win, 21-29, if I'm not mistaken. So this time around, DS coming out of a great game last weekend against Zaira, 36-17 in the RIT Alice Memorial game. Here's DS again, Umagilige in the pocket. If you notice there, Hisham, it's a very tiny in-goal area, so players from both sides have to be very, very mindful of the utilization of the space out there.
Exactly, and I think it favors the defending team when it comes to movements like that, because the kicker cannot go deep. He has to stay close because of that limitation here at the Sugathadasa. But Wesley now with another line out just on their 22. Opt for the rolling maul again. They peel off the initial roller, but still with possession, but they're driven backwards by DS Senanayake. They've got to use it. Has the referee called it to use, but Adib Yusuf snipes across the blind side. Lovely step inside to score. Beautiful Amana Bank try. Wesley's second try here. That was a brilliant try by the scrum half. Saw the gap. Fox his way through. A brilliant step in, cuts back inside to score, and Wesley take the lead.
It's probably the first season for the Nipi scrum half, Adib Yusuf, playing since 2022, starting off in Tarusha Jayavira's outfit in 22, and he's paying dividends for all his efforts in the last few years. And again, Hadi has a very tough angle kick.
Well, he's been getting the angle right so far, regardless of the position of the kicks which has been offered. The last kick, the bear of Martin, managed to get through. Just needs to concentrate on his power. Here's Hadi, lines it up yet again. Has the direction but not the distance, so that's something which he'll need to work on. But Wesley are leading 15 points to 10, and if you can have a replay on that, here we go. The last moments of that try scoring moment, but we did mention that the Senanayake players or the forwards were seemingly looking tired. So was that perhaps just a lapse of concentration, or just not being aware enough of the space or where to be covered? But brilliant by Yusuf, saw the space, sniped through for a brilliant half-back try. The restart by Senanayake College. Piris with the kick, doesn't find huge distance yet again, but will take play out of the 22-meter mark.
And Hisham, as you can see, the number 8 deputy skipper for the Dons, Thiven Pereira, is back in the field, and it's all 15 a piece from both the sides, and the Dons will definitely go all guns blazing out here.
Senanayake, but unfortunately that's a poor line out. Wesley with the steal. They could send the ball out wide immediately and try a counter-attack here. The ball was fumbled initially. The referee looking for assistance through his touch judge, but it's play on. To the big boys, they've got some men outside as well.
DS has got some really good jacklers there. They want to go in to contest for the rucks. Here's a youngster, the 16-year-old, the 15-year-old rather, Fawaz out here.
Brilliant injection of pace by Fawaz. Saw him in action during the under-16 tournament as well. Was in a different class. Was referee playing advantage for offside. Wesley in attack. Brilliant hit by the Wesley player. That could be Tono, but referee will go back to the original penalty. Offside. So Wesley in attack. And here we go. They take a quick tap. Here's Lai using their big man on the outside, inches away from the try line. The ball is turned over. The Senanayake player was just stood up in surprise there.
Wesley's ruck clearance has been not the best of the clean outs in this game right here. DS have been pouncing on all the opportunities they get in the rucks. They've been turning over brilliantly well, and here's Umagilige caught there. I think he was just millimeters away from the, stepping on the dead ball area.
Well, you can't blame him, because I don't know, because Senanayake were trying to create an angle for him. They didn't gain big yardage there through their pick and goes, but it's a risky move so close to the try line. So Umagilige just had to rush that kick, but Wesley now with another opportunity just outside the 5-meter line. They've got all their forwards here lined up. They'll surely go up for the rolling maul. The skipper collects the ball. Here comes Wesley, trying to angle that rolling maul. Referee says use it once. Still with the break. Thiven Pereira and another player working in tandem just to bring that player down. Wesley in attack. Couple of meters outside their try line. Taking their time. They've got men on the blind side as well. They go on the blind side. The player evades the first tackle, and that's a try for sure. Yes, it is.
It's big Emmanuel. He was sniping through the attack, where to go. And yes, Hisham.
So Wesley's third Amana Bank try is from Ashen Emmanuel. And now DS Senanayake really got to get a grip of things here, because just 5 minutes outside of half time, they cannot afford Wesley to drift away from the scoreboard. There we go. Poor tackle attempt by both the players, you could say, by DS Senanayake College. And Emmanuel barging his way through for Wesley's third Amana Bank try. Well, Abdul seems to be getting very fond of that area of the pitch. So far, all of his kicks are coming from the left-hand side of the pitch.
Absolutely, Hisham. There's been a field day of corner flag kicking practice for the young lad.
Yet again, seems to have got these angles right, but just didn't have the distance, and the referee seems to be saying that there needs to be a substitution. I think maybe a blood substitution.
Looks like the big man Shafraz, Hamdan Shafraz, is having a blood bin out there in the right ear.
So 20 points to 10. DS Senanayake made a promising start. Wesley replied back with interest, but towards the latter part of this first half, Wesley have started to get control of this game. DS Senanayake just have to settle things down, perhaps try to cut down this deficit.
I think Hisham, an HIA test will be done by the matchday doctor, as Shafraz is substituted by Hashib Thabit, number 20.
So is he the brother of
Hafiz
Thabit,
who played in 2022 season, a co-vice captain, also a promising player for the Police Sports Club this year.
DS Senanayake with the restart. Senor Pires this time finds good touch there, brings play just close to the halfway mark. So DS Senanayake, this is where they need to step up in terms of leadership, game management, because for me it has been an area where they really need to improve. Yet again, prime possession lost, but they retain possession of that line out, perhaps not the way they intended to do it, but DS Senanayake now with possession, their big forwards trying to barge their way through, but Wesley with some superb rush defense here, some good spot tackles to keep the DS Senanayake big men at bay. Here's Tivain.
Also there, Hisham, in the previous line-out, you saw Wesley skipper Shem Mendes going for the steal out there. Ooh, not rolling away. Nahil Jaya giving away easy penalty for the DS lads. Skipper Umagilege with the big boot will definitely clear his lines out, and they will opt for the rolling maul from the DS side with their bigger forwards out here.
Well, that's a good kick to touch. Brings his team into the 22. So perhaps Wesley know what's coming. It's about how they execute the defense, but I wouldn't mind Wesley actually contesting this line out as well. But no, they don't. DS Senanayake going for the rumble, going forward. So far, Wesley managing to hold them, but was that maul brought legally? Referee playing at one. No, in fact, it's a maul. So Wesley managing to hold on there, and DS Senanayake once again giving away possession and a prime opportunity as well. So Wesley from their end will perhaps just try to wind down the clock, take this lead into the break. DS Senanayake just got to, as you can see, it's just that we know what is expected. They just trying to take the game from set piece to set piece. But with the players like Tathira, Janitha Wijeyaratne.
I was going to say about Janitha Wijeyaratne, Hisham. He's been a bit of a silent player right here. He's he's a shining bright in the DS outfit in every game. He's very vocal. He's out there, but today seems to be a bit silent in the Dons camp today.
Well, you can credit. Well, here we go. Coming back into the game, the Wesley number 8 making a break. Wesley with possession. Here's Pires. Here's Lai. Sends it out to Abdul. Has a man on the outside. Here's Fawaz once again with that brilliant step. Finds space. Needs support, but decides to go on his own. Brilliant pick up by the youngster, but just bundled into touch by the last man defending. It's brilliant to see this youngster having so much pace, so much gas in him. This time the supporting player was a bit late, so I think it was the right option there by Fawaz. Here we go. Abdul draws the man, sends out the pass. There we go. Brilliant goose step there. Off you go. There you go. Support should have come a bit early, but Fawaz tried the option, almost paid off, but just last moment defending by the Wesley. Sorry, DS Senanayake skipper, but yet again Wesley with the steal at line out time. Here's the big men now for the double blues, taking it forward into the red zone. There you go. They've got men on the outside. Pires coming back inside. Wesley need to secure possession. They've got plenty of men outside as well. They need to send this ball out wide.
He loves to go into contact, Senator Pires. He loves to get on those big hits there.
Here's the skipper taking it into contact as well. Once again, the big boys making heavy inroads for Wesley. Inches away from the try line now. Is this another Amana Bank try coming up for Wesley? They've got players on either side. Good tackle there by the DS Senanayake, but there we go. That's another try. Another Amana Bank try for Wesley. That's number 13.
That's the
Dylan
vice
De Silva,
captain.
the vice captain. Brilliant try. Continuity of play. And DS Senanayake are just drifting away from this game. Wesley in total ascendance. And perhaps it may be the last move of the first half. And with Abdul finally getting perhaps an easier angle to kick, we could see Wesley going into the break with a 17-point lead. Didn't think twice there. De Silva saw the space, had a man on the outside, but decided to go himself as well. So Abdul with perhaps the last play of this first half with a kick from where he started the scoring for his team. Has a look, lines it up, looks good yet again, and is good as the flags go up. And with half-time, Wesley with a 17-0 lead.
Of course, Hisham, it's a 27-10 lead out. Yes, it is a 17-point lead out here. So DS started off with a bang in the opening minutes of the game, and let's see what these lads in blue and gold, in black and gold, the Dons, how will they strike back in the second half? They have an experienced panel of coaches. Veteran Asela Deshapriya. Interestingly, Coach Asela started off his junior coaching career at Wesley. He comes from Sugathadasa Vidyalaya, probably one of the only coaches who did not play top division rugby, but coaching a top division A division schools team and the Air Force club rugby outfit as well. So Wesley, of course, coached by Henry Terrence, the former heavy skipper Sia, and the newly appointed Candy Sports Club forwards coach as well. Yes, the halftime confirmation. Hisham, we have a 17-point lead, like you said, Wesley 27 and DS 10. And of course, if you are watching a crunch game like this, whether you are a Wesleyite, a Don or a neutral fan, Melbourne has chick bits, Crisco, snackers and many other varieties of Maliban items, so you can grab a Maliban biscuit and enjoy the rest of the game. Stay tuned with the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel. We'll be back with the second half action.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayam mihirai. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Chill venna lemon.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
Train neke allegi safari en yalle ami ali wala suwate thiyan selfie gahamu ware machan uture dakune kohe giya trip one එක double වෙන්න කොතුමි රසට හදා නැති නැතට share කරන් කමුද machan prima කොතුමි fun tamai.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
body wash එක.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Real energy for real life. Ride. NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
Scrum down at the Dubai Rugby Sevens. Feel the adrenaline rush with thrilling Sevens games, indulge in top-notch rugby entertainment and tackle a variety of sporting activities. Fly to Dubai on an exclusive Emirates Holidays package inclusive of a 3-day pass starting at 275,000 rupees only from Aiken Spence Travels. Call Aiken Spence Travels now.
So welcome back to the live coverage here through www.thepapare.com of the first quarter final. This year's President's Trophy knockout rugby tournament between Wesley and the Senanayake College. So by any chance, if you missed the first half, it was an action-packed 35 minutes. Wesley, of course, ending up in the lead by 17 points. 20 first half highlights, Wesley kicking off proceedings, and it was dear Senanayake College who got the first points on the board courtesy of this brilliant rolling maul. There we go. Brilliant score by the Dons early on, and they seem to be on the ascendancy early on as well, but Wesley hit back through their talismanic fullback Abdul Hadi, who put over 3 points after they conceded this first try.
So Risham, 6 Amana Bank tries in the opening half, so you might be in for some brilliant. Here's Kavish Dilhara's unfortunate miss there, but fortunate for Umagilike, the skipper, who put Vijay Ratna in the pocket, and Umagilike, beautiful work there.
Unfortunate for Wesley, two of their top defenders were taken out of that move because of that fumble pass. Umagilike with this conversion attempt. Not successful, but from there onwards, that was Abdul Hadi's kick at goal conversion attempt, but from there onwards it has been all Wesley. This was Adib Yusuf, the brilliant half-back strike, going through the blind side, cutting back inside, touchdown, and another try just before half-time, which was again, conversion was missed by Abdul, but he made amends. This was the other try by Wesley. Big man, the prop forward, Emmanuel. And here's another move. This was Fawaz, who has been brilliant on the wing. There you go, goose step. I'm out. But lovely chip, but unfortunately for him, he had to face Umagilege, a brilliant defender himself. And this was another try. This was their center, no nonsense. Directly route one, taking it into contact. And Abdul with a splendid conversion as well. So that was the first half. Here we go, DSN and Ayaka with the kickoff. An interesting 35 minutes to play for. The Wesley player lets it bounce. That was cardinal of him to do so, and they have played the price with a knock forward as well.
And Hisham, I'm pretty sure strong words would have been spoken at the DS camp.
Well, I personally observed as Coach Henry Terrence was doing a lot of talking towards the forwards, trying to give out the basic instructions. For DS Senanayake, this is going to be a crucial start for them in this second half. They got to get the first points on the board. They've got a perfect platform here to do so. That's Samara Singha with the feed in. Here's Tiven Pereira taking into contact. Big man to bring down. DS Senanayake with possession. The big man trying to take it into contact, not making huge ground on that occasion. The DS Senanayake Prefect Guild trying to cajole their team forward. DS Senanayake through their forwards, inch by inch. So far seems to be the name of their game. Here's their hooker who takes it into contact as well. This time gaining a few meters. Positive signs for DS Senanayake, but they got to continue this momentum forward. Wesley got to make sure they don't concede a penalty. DS Senanayake still with possession. They take it forward. Once again, it's their big number 2, burly number 2, who takes it into contact. Wesley, or in fact DS, deciding to go through their forwards. The big second rower stopped on his tracks, but still DS Senanayake securing possession. Slowly but surely, they are gaining ground.
They're in spelling range of that whitewash, Hisham. But anyway, rush defense coming from the double blues. Let's see what DS. They're playing with their big hefty forwards out here.
There you go, referee signaling advantage for DS Senanayake College. Now this is a free shot. You can use your backs as well. You got Umagiliage, you got Janidu on the wing. But the referee will come back for the initial infringement. It was a no arms tackle by the Wesley player trying to defend their close quarters. So it will be just a penalty. And Umagiliage now calling for a scrum just beside the post onto the right side. So they have the option of using their backs as well. Perhaps maybe Tiven Pereira will try to peel off this scrum with a number 8 move. He's a big lad. Perhaps just try to take in a couple of Wesley defenders and then perhaps release their 3 quarters. But so far the DS Senanayake backs offset pieces have been, you'd say, rather quiet. Here's Samara Singha with the feed in. Important scrum here. Good pressure there by Wesley, but the referee is playing advantage. So it'll be another penalty coming here for DS Senanayake. This time they send it out wide. And Umagiliage goes for the drop goal. Is successful. Number 10 for DS Senanayake. They fly half.
So Hisham, Umagiliage are just signaling something that they are going in for points. They will take all the points on offer. But was it the right call? Well, that depends. There's 50-50. We have plenty of time left on our clock. So Umagiliage.
Well, perhaps that may be the game plan meted out by their coach. Just get the first points on the board. But with the penalty advantage, you might as well also say maybe perhaps they could have, tried something different. Try to go for maximum points. But regardless of it, they've cut down the deficit. So it's 27 points to 13. Still Wesley in the lead. But DS Senanayake, good collection. But was he tackled in the air? But it seems the Wesley defender has come out worst on that occasion. Referee Atawara stopping play immediately. Seemed to be collision on the head.
This looks like Naham Hemachandra, the left flank.
Seemed to be a perfect legal tackle. Yep, free play. Yeah, good spot tackle, but unfortunately he just smashes his head into the knee or the leg of the DS Senanayake player. Geoffrey Yatabara doing well there to spot that and stopping play immediately. He is back on his feet, but the referee will perhaps Tell the doctor to conduct HIA.
It's because Hisham, the second Wesley player to go down in a bit of a head collision. Previously, we saw another forward, that was Hamdan Shafraz, who was taken out. And yes, match day doctor says, I'm pretty sure Naham says he wants to continue.
Well, the player seems to have passed his on-field HIA, but the referee seems to be giving instructions to the doctor based on what he saw. Maybe just to take an additional precautionary measure. The doctor too seems to be in two minds. The doctor is now once again having a chat with the player. The doctor says he is good to go, and there you go, just like that, strong as an ox, the number 6 for Wesley. But it'll be a scrum for Senanayake College because they did have possession. Like we said, Muad, another interesting fact is how quiet Janitha Wijeyaratne has been so far in this game. But to be honest, he has not just got the proper service. Either kick towards the corner or try to use their three quarters. We don't know what's the game plan here. Best known by the Senanayake management as well. But for a caliber of Janitha Wijeyaratne, you would say sometimes he would try to get involved, come inside, try to get involved of things. Referee playing advantage yet again. Not interesting to see what that call was. Breaking early.
Again, that was Hemachandra. Very eager, that lad. He goes in usually for unnoticed. A good workload has been put in by Hemachandra, and bit of conversation there with the referee and the West skipper.
Magilege, the thumping kick brings play into the opposition half, just outside the halfway mark. But they'll still have the throw in to this line out as well. But just before the game started, or just as the game started, we did mention the woes for Senanayake during line out time. They have been brilliant going forward through the rolling maul, but they've got to get their line out right. This time contested by Wesley, but Senanayake secure possession. Up for the rolling maul. Wesley adding pressure, trying to pin them back, but the maul is going forward. But is that a maul yet again? It could be. Yes, and there you go. Wesley successfully again defending that rolling maul. I think that was not an intentional peel. It broke off, that maul. The Senanayake skipper trying to consult the referee. The referee has already made his decision. It was the right call as well. So 27 points to 13. We've already reached 41 minutes. Wesley won't mind this. They know they are way ahead in the scoreboard. They just need to make sure they don't concede any more tries and add the scoreboard pressure back onto themselves.
Like you said earlier, Hisham, they are coming off a slight break, whereas DS played last week at Maradana. Bit of a hard ground to play on against a strong Zahir outfit, and they came out victorious very well as well. Now this time around, Wesley coming after a break. They are fresh, and yes, like you said, some of the key players have been pretty silent out here.
So Wesley number 8 with a break. This time gets away from his mark. He's through, has a man to beat, has support, but unfortunately just finds the hands of the Senanayake flanker. Huge tackle on him. They've got to secure position, Senanayake. Wesley first to the ball. Have they turned this over? It seems they have. Brilliant work by the Wesley players, but then again ripped there. Here's the scrum half. Samara Singha puts the boot in. Taken out. Referee is playing advantage, so that'll be a penalty. Perhaps it may even also be a yellow card. Referee is reaching out for the pocket. Just seems to be an off-field. Bit of argy-bargy there. The referee's actually having a chat with Shem Mendes. Shem Mendes just casually telling his players just to walk out of that. But now Wesley, there you go, are now going to be a man short. It's the number 14. It's Kavisha Dilhar, if I'm not mistaken. They win 3/4. Yes, sent to the sin bin. And now This is good officiating here. Referee Yatawara first getting the offence punished and then now having a chat with the two captains just to keep things calm down. A bit of aggression is okay, but as long as you're within the frame. Both the captains seem to be in the right spirits. Here's the incident. Samara Singh ripping that ball. There you go. Yes, that was kind of blatant as well. Just bumping into that DS Senanayake player. No intention of playing the ball as well. So it's another penalty for DS Senanayake. Wesley are down to 14 men. And interestingly, it's a wing 3/4 as well. So if this is not tempting or prompting DS Senanayake to use their wing 3/4 a bit more than they have in this game, I do not know what will. Especially with the caliber of wingers they have within their ranks. But first things first. Here we go. The break by the Wesley number 8.
Hisham, that's Sandul Gammampila. His brother played 2 years ago. And his father, Asanka Gammampila, captained the 1998 Wesley outfit. A strong line of number 8s produced by the Gammampila family for the Double Blues. Again, unfortunate there for that brilliant work rate put in by Gammampila. And skipper Mendes, coming forward in the line out there. Oh, that's Emmanuel, the lifter, who did the infringement out there again. Superb opportunity for the Dons. With a man down, Wesley, the Dons will definitely try to run this out.
Samara Singha with the feed in. DS Senanayake surely have to take advantage of the numerical advantage they have now with them. Ball comes out the back. Thiven Pereira feeds it to Samara Singha. Almost intercepted by Pires, but could that be a yellow card because he had his arm out and it was going down? No, it's just a penalty. The DS Senanayake players take a quick tap. Long cutout pass here to Chanadu Vijayaratna, but no space. There you go, has the power, but gets an advantage perhaps for a high shot. DS Senanayake now with prime opportunity here. Everything going their way so far within this standoff play. Wesley, have they turned it over?
And Wesley losing the tempo also in the process, Hisham. They should not let the nerves get on to themselves.
It's just a penalty for that high shot. No real malice in there anyway. But now DS Senanayake, as much as they've been gaining ground through the kicks to touch, their lineouts are really, really shaky. Wesley contesting at every given opportunity. And so far, all the lineout throws have been at number 2. So Wesley perhaps knows where the throw is coming in. They just need to get that steal right. So I would say it seems that they are not going to contest this. DS Senanayake, they're trying to set the rolling maul. It's going sideways at the moment. The ball is out already for the feed in. The scrum half has it but doesn't take it yet. Now referee playing advantage yet again. So this time it will be another penalty for DS Senanayake College. Perhaps they will try to use their forwards, trying to grind their way through forward. DS Senanayake slowly inching. They're going laterally. They're not gaining huge yardage going forward.
Will they go in for another drop goal? That is the question. But this time around, I'm pretty sure they want that big 5-pointer here.
They're rumbling forward to their forwards. No advantage there. So the referee will come back for the initial penalty. I think he will have a chat perhaps with the referee skipper because there has been continuous penalty infringements. Oh, the referee will just signal for a penalty. Not rolling away was the call by referee Yatawara. So Umagiliage now yet again to the line out option. This time right on the 5-meter mark into the red zone. So perhaps Wesley will not contest this as well. And off your screen, we have a Wesley player down.
Again, whitewash in smelling range. Back again for the Dons here. They started scoring with a bang in the first half. And that's the key utility player for Wesley, Senanayake, who's back on his feet.
Senanayake with the line out. Send it out of the back. Here's the rolling maul. This time they're going forward. The ball is popped. It's come off. Nowhere to go. Was well marked by the Wesley defender. That was Dylan De Silva. Saw him all the way through. So it's up to the forwards yet again now to set things up. Either side of the field to choose from. Here's the big number 1 going forward.
Almost there, Hisham. DS almost there. Will they go for the pointer, or will Wesley prove the rock solid defense? That will be the question. This second half has been really exhilarating for both the sides.
I think he crossed the whitewash. I think he will, but the referee, did he see it? Is the call.
Yes, for our naked eyes, it really looked as if he landed the ball on the line.
Instead, referee will play advantage. So another opportunity for Senanayake. Knocked forward, but the referee will come back to the initial infringement. Not rolling away. Taken quickly by Umagilege. He's Steven Pereira. Goes into contact off the first man. Still with possession. They've got to send things out. You've got a man. But was it a try? Yes, it is. They make things difficult for themselves, but that's Senanayake's second Amana Bank try. In fact, third Amana Bank try rather. And another 5 points cut off that 17-point lead with a conversion to come.
Absolutely, Hisham. They were searching and they were yearning for that whitewash. Thrice, 4 times and more than 5 times they were in smelling range, and finally they put the first 5 point on board, and they put the first drop goal. That was the first scoring as well. So it has been DS all the way in the second half, inching towards the 50th minute mark on our clock. Umagilege with an easy conversion out here.
Easy does it. Umagilege with the conversion. So a 17-point lead has been cut down to 7 points. But still, the onus is on Senanayake. They've got another 7 points to recover. They know even a 3-pointer, perhaps maybe to the boot of Abdul Hadi, will mean Wesley will have a luxury of 10 points again. So they really need to make sure they take care of their discipline, not concede silly mistakes or possession.
Also, something I noticed, Hisham, a bit of a sad state of affairs. The stadium does not have a functioning scoreboard, so I'm pretty sure the spectators are having a bit of a trouble time. I'm pretty sure most of them are having the Papare live on their phones to keep up with the score. So we hope the authorities will make sure that the scoring, at least a minimal scoreboard, is intact here, as the finals will also be played here. Here's Hadi.
Was read by the Senanayake fullback. Bandara returns it, kicks it into touch, and brings play closer to the halfway mark. An important line out, you would say. My call would be Senanayake to contest this. Unsettled Wesley. Perhaps just try to crawl their way back even further. Now with still Wesley a man down.
Yes, Isham, because if Wesley keep up at this pace, because Dons are on the pump, they are on fire. So if Wesley are to make and keep up this lead, they have to put on and step on that gas pedal.
Wesley now with the rolling maul of their own, going forward, gaining good ground here. The ball is brought to ground. Good pressure here by Senanayake College. Have they turned it over? That seemed to be a knock forward. The turnover was good, but unfortunately Steven Pereira's attempted turnover, he knocked the ball forward. So Wesley now with possession still. No, the referee says he will go back to the initial knock forward, so it'll be a scrum for Wesley.
Well, Hisham, again there was an awkward fall there by Pires. We hope the players are all right. So here we have a 7-point lead. 50 minutes passed on our clock. Close to 20 minutes remaining in the game. A crunch game, knockout rugby, all to play for. And points do matter. Whatever the points you may take will definitely come in handy at the final whistle.
Wesley now with the feed in for the scrum. Adib Yusuf. Here's the number 8 once again with a break. Good bustling run there by the Wesley number 8. Adib Yusuf quickly distributing it wide. Here's Abdul deciding to put his boot in. That's a good kick under pressure. The ball is out, but who touched it last? Yes, it was a Senanayake player. So it'll be a line out for Wesley. Here we go, just as we spoke now. And with that, the Wesley winger Kavisha Dilhara is back on the field as well. Good kick there by Abdul. Not the smartest of things to do by Janit Wijeratne. Could have been trouble had that ball not gone out of play. Put all his defenders in a spot of bother there, but regardless of it, here's Wesley with the line out yet again. It's number 16 for Wesley. Jaya with the throw. Brilliant move there off the line out. Brilliant switch. Senanayake weren't expecting that at all. They've marched their way forward close to the try line. Unfortunately, they turn it over. Now, Senanayake with possession.
Yes, a fortunate scene for the Dons and unfortunate scenes for the Double Blues as a superb attacking move. That ploy been defunct for the Double Blues, and Umagilege with his stomping boot gets DS out of jail.
Like you said, it's not easy to make those kicks. You can't expect him to make a huge gain in terms of territory with that angle, with the current ground demarcation as well. But here's Wesley yet again with the line out. Senanayake deciding not to contest, and unfortunately they have just knocked that ball forward. Senanayake with possession. Still play on. They will have the advantage for the knock forward. Umagilege, the better angle. Maybe he just gains a bit of more territory than he did in this first attempt. But Senanayake won't mind that. Still, it'll be a line out for Wesley.
So it's a crunch time for both the teams, because even though the Dons are trailing 7 points, they can pull off. They have the big size advantage compared to the Wesleyites. Here's Jaya with the ball in hand.
Good line out there by the Wesley forwards, and they go forward. Rumble there by forward. Senanayake need to get their defense organized. They need to get their numbers behind as well. They drive Wesley back. Could that be a maul? The referee has called it. Yes, it is. And this time it's Senanayake's opportunity to get one on top of Wesley. Well, for once, Janit Wijeratne is, you see Janit Wijeratne, but that is off the ball. Just coming to have a chat with another Wesley player.
I mentioned earlier, Hisham, he's a very vocal player, even especially at matches at Havelock Park where the crowd is so close. He has a bit of a back chat with the supporters on the opposing side as well. So he keeps the game alive, but here at the stadium you have the spectators far and away. But we have a match on our hands, just 7 points separating both the teams.
Well, that's all good, but in this game, of course, we'd like to see him in action with ball in hand. Has superb pace, superb skill, really strong player, strong runner. Yes, Tivain sends the ball out wide, but the Wesley defense is up on the Senanayake scrum off like a flash. trying to rumble their way forward to their forwards. They can't do this from coast to coast, so they got to put the boot in. Still time on their side. Senanayake. 56 minutes, it's gone. Here's Umagiliage, takes it across. Huge thumping kick. Wesley have got it covered. Here's Dilhara running across. Gets away his man, but then a huge hit on him by the Senanayake defense. Still, however, Wesley with possession. They're taking their time. Here's Lai. They've got a man on the outside. Pires didn't pass, take it into contact. Is that a legitimate steal? Seems so. No, Wesley still with possession. The play goes on. That's brilliant work by Lai in the end.
Even though not the biggest player on the pitch, Hisham, a gritty, big-hearted lad, DS putting all their bodies in line for defending. They are doing a lot of defensive work.
Off your screen, it seems there was a knock on as well, and the Wesley player is injured as well. Here's the number 18 for Senanayake. Goes into contact, goes into roll as well. He's in plenty of agony, the Wesley player. They're propped forward. I think the try scorer as well.
Yes,
Emmanuel.
Big Emmanuel. Ashen Emmanuel screaming in pain there.
Here's Umagiliage. They got it covered. They take it inside. So Abdul cannot kick, but the referee has stopped play for that injury. I think the tackle was right on his knee. He's already heavily strapped. Well, this was not the incident. This was Kavisha Dilhara's run brought to a halt. Seems to be in plenty of pain. Let's just hope it's not a real serious injury. Stretcher is all out.
He's a big man, Hisham.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, it seems to be a nasty injury. Scenes of Havelock Park where Yumet Chihara had to go off on a stretcher. Very unfortunate there. Just got his legs tangled with the Senanayake player. That's not a pretty sight to see. Well, there you go. He's on his feet. Maybe it was just a twist, despite the horrific nature of that incident.
It's a champ for an onlooker. It's not the prettiest sights. Goodness me, when you see such incidents, it's pretty scary out there.
So it'll be a scrum for Wesley, but inside their 22, where Abdul had got hold of possession. So Wesley with the feed in. 57 minutes on our clock. Just above 10 minutes to go.
And Hisham, pretty sure the Pete Wrights will be eagerly watching this game, as the winner of this game will be playing the Bamba Brigade, the defending champions, the reigning champions, will be taking on the winners of this game, and advantage coming in for the Blues.
Offside is the call. Interested to see if we can have a replay on that. Was the ball out? Was he allowed to play? I think it was the call by the linesman. But Abdul now with possession will try to gain good yardage off this kick. It's a good high hanging kick. A love to bounce by the Senanayake player. It doesn't find touch though. Umagiliage now with time returns back with interest through the same lines. It's covered by Abdul. And here's Pires. They've got plenty of players who can kick. This time Pires with a kick across the ground. And the fullback covers it well for Senanayake College. Should have put the boot in. Throws an offload. Audacious one. Still with possession, DS Senanayake College. They need to take it into contact, settle it for a ruck. They do just that. Here's a good spot tackle there by the Wesley player. Good rush defense, but the pass didn't help the DS Senanayake player at all. Floating pass. They've got to have a plan with these attacking forays.
And Hisham, looks like Big Emmanuel is not in the best conditions to play. He is suffering in pain out there.
Thumping kick by Umagiliege. This time covered yet again by Abdul. Steps outside, gets away from his man, and Piris yet again with the kick, and there you go, knocked forward cold by the DS Senanayake player. That's what happens in this tit-for-tat kicking game. One mistake, and just like that, Wesley just outside the 22.
But Hisham, stranger things have happened here at Sugathadasa Stadium. Plenty of history in this ground, starting off with the 80s and 90s, Rugby, and many other crucial President's Trophy knockout games in the past. Matches are played under the lights. So this game, this venue has a lot to offer, and it will also be DS who will be eagerly wanting to score out, and the Wesleyites on the other hand as well. They need to put points on board to get away from the heavy onslaught of the Dons.
As much as they are capable of it, DS Senanayake, that's a knock forward for me. The ball is loose. Yes, the referee is calling for the knock on. So coming back to what I was saying, as much as you would say that stranger things have happened, but you would expect DS Senanayake to try use their three quarters a bit more. But I do remember, strangely, their coach declaring that both their centers are inexperienced. They are two freshers, just out of under 16. Perhaps that may be a reason, but why just not give it a try? With a player like Janadu Vijayaratna on the wing, you just got to make that take the chance.
And also interesting factor, Chenitha Valigamage, the prop forward, the big number one for DS. His father, Chiranjay Valigamage, played for Wesley in 2002 in the knockout runners-up outfit. So I saw him at the grandstand with a neutral colored t-shirt, so he will be, there's a lot of family background as well.
So the prop forward having his knee on the ground. Umagiliege with a good opportunity to send this down the park. Brilliant kick as well. Good thumping kick. Brings play close to the 22. This is a good opportunity for DS Senanayake College. They've got the option of the rolling mauler, that perhaps they can settle it and then perhaps use their backs, which has been at a premium, you would say, in this game, unfortunately, for them. But first things first, they've got to get this line out right. Contested by Wesley, but the ball falls into the breadbasket of Tivain Pereira. Here's DS Senanayake on the move to their forwards. They have been trying to do this all game. This time they are gaining yardage. Wesley cannot afford to concede any more penalties. They already have, when DS Senanayake has opted for this option, going to their forwards.
Sisham, right on, almost at the 22 meter line are the Dons, and they look dangerous. And they have the intent, they are showing a lot of intent and playing some clean knit phasers out here.
Good carry there by the DS Senanayake player inside the 22 now. They are number 2 going into contact. Wesley, solid defense enough, but they are conceding yardage little by little. It's Tivain Pereira. Though DS Senanayake have some big burly forwards or players, it's some of their key men who are doing the ball carrying, which are gaining yardage actually. Their number 2, their skipper Tivain Pereira, the number 18.
Wesley going for a bit of a zero ruck policy. They are not contesting much, and my goodness me,
bit of a brain fade there by Senor Pires. Shouldn't have done that. Wesley, DS Senanayake were going nowhere. The ball comes out wide, but nowhere to go. There's no advantage, so the referee will come back to the initial infringement.
What will the Dons do now? Will they opt for the straightforward under the post penalty, or will they go in for the tap and go or the touch? Let's see what happens. And here's another possible HIA test to be done on the DS center, if I'm not mistaken.
Based on the positioning of this penalty, they might as well opt for a scrum. Good field position, good angle of attack as well. Just as we said, that was a very silly penalty from Senanayake to give away. Come inside and then conceding that when there was no actual danger. It's just phases after phases, but the yardage gain was very slow. Bare minute, you would say. Concussion, and there you go. That's unfortunate because he's got a blue card as well, which means he will not be cleared to play for 2 weeks. So even if DS Senanayake qualify, he will not be able to take part. He's been replaced, but player safety is paramount, so that's the right thing to do by referee Atawara, with the doctor not giving the clearance.
He's in tears, Hisham, because he knows how crucial this game is, but of course his safety always comes first. And just like you said, Hisham, they opt for the scrum. Very, very prime attacking position for the Dons.
6 minutes left on our clock. 7-point lead here for Wesley. DS Senanayake have done well in this second half to cut down that huge 17-point lead which they conceded at half time. Another scrum for them. Samara Singha with the feed in. The ball comes out the back. Steven Pereira at his feet. Steven Pereira a bit slow, goes sideways, goes through the Wesley defense. DS Senanayake secure possession, and this will be once again what they tried earlier as well, go through their forwards. The pick and go, route 1 rugby by DS Senanayake. Inch by inch they move forward. Wesley just got to make sure they got their tackles right, not concede any more penalties. Here we go.
Shisham. Penalties conceding will be the biggest crucial game change out here.
Route 1 through their forward. That's their skipper, a vice captain rather, Steven Pereira. They're going sideways. Was that a high shot? Offside is the call. So another penalty. The ball is loose, but the referee will come back for the infringement. Perhaps will he talk now to the Wesley players? Just... So there was a knock forward, but the referee was already playing advantage. So
Hisham, it would be defense, and defense will be the name of the game for the Double Blues, whereas the Dons will go out to score and equalize this game. And in fact, we have never seen a single point scored by Wesley in the second half.
The luxury of that lead means just even a 3-point would do to stretch this game away from DS Senanayake, but they are on the wrong side of the pitch for Wesley. DS Senanayake with this scrum. Steven Pereira breaks on the right side, is brought down first time. The ball is available. DS Senanayake once again using their forwards. Wesley defense up to the mark so far. Slow but cautious from DS Senanayake. Shem Mendes marshalling his fellow forwards in defense. You can see Wesley players walking now. They've done so much defending in this second half. It's not easy to do that as well. DS Senanayake, from their point of view, they really need to reap rewards themselves. They've been going through their forwards. Route 1 rugby. Has the ball been turned over? Yes, it has been turned over. That's a win for Wesley there on the contact.
And now Hisham Hadi has to calm himself down, calm his nerves. And looks like Kaiser Lai will opt for touch. After that brilliant defensive work, putting their bodies on line. DS very unfortunate there. They could have gone for the 3-pointer, but at this moment of the game, they also want to equalize this game.
Good enough kick there by Lai. They will have the line out as well. Just need to get the things right here. Settle from this set piece. Perhaps put the boot in. Drive DS Senanayake towards the other side of the pitch into their own half. DS Senanayake has to contest this line out. You can see their forwards are tired. And you'd expect them to be, because they've been trying so hard to their pick and goes, just not managed to score a try on that occasion. The line out is good by Wesley, but DS Senanayake trying to push them backwards. It's going sideways, but slowly Wesley have now momentum with them. They're going forward.
Well, Hisham, Wesley, it's pretty ambitious. They are not trying to clear the lines in the first move. And looks like they will pay the price for that.
They just need to clear their lines. Wesley, unfortunately, they didn't just get the memo there. Time has been stopped yet again. It seems like a substitution. Another forward being replaced. Number 17 coming in. That's Navida Hettiarachi. Magiliage speaking to his forwards. It's been very rare. We've seen the ball leaving Umagiliage's hands towards his centres or his win 3/4. Perhaps that also may be the reason why DS Senanayake, if they come short, where will they have to blame themselves? Of course, they made a few defensive lapses in that first half, but they've just not utilized their backs. It's a game of 15, not a game of 8. Samarasinghe with the feed in. Tiven Pereira will get it, but this time Samarasinghe directly sends it out to Umagiliage. There we go, cross kick. Here's Janidu Vijayaratne. The ball was allowed to bounce. Abdul Hadi did well there in the end. They kick it across. And there you go, that's the game. Wesley advanced to the semi-final.
And Hisham, with the tense moment of the game, we have to decide on the player of the match, NDB player of the match. What do you think? I let you decide on this matter.
Well, it's a difficult call, but I would say the Wesley number 8 made a few breaks, some good tackles as well. Him and Shem Mendes were through the thick as well.
Yes, Marshall in the team defense also. Shem Mendes, the skipper. Well. What do you think, Hisham? It was all a defensive effort at the end in the second half.
Well, a defensive effort, yes, brilliant by the Wesley players, especially their forwards, how they defended those pick and goes. But I would say DS Senanayake, I think they have themselves to blame as well. One, for conceding those last 2 tries, especially in the second half. Well, amongst all this, there you go. It's all done and dusted. Players shaking hands, great sportsmanship. So my pick would be the Wesley number 8, Sandul Gamampila.
For the work rate he has been putting, Hisham. Anyway, it was a tough call. He did not score any tries, but yes, NDB player of the match would be Sandul Gamampila, the Wesley number 8, who has been a pivotal man in the line breaks, in the breaks, in the attacking breaks as well. But of course, kudos to the Wesleyites. Second half, defense was what they played for. Senanayake came very, very short of equalizing. They went all guns blazing in the second half. Wesley did not score a single point in the second essay. However, 27-20 is the final score here at the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts, the first quarter final here at the Sugathadasa Stadium. And Hisham, like we said earlier, after a 17-point lead in the first half, the full-time confirmation. DS rallying around strongly in the second half to hit back after trailing 27-10 at halftime. 27-20 is the score confirmation, and interestingly enough, last time these two teams met at Royal Complex, it was almost this score line. It was 21-28, 21-29 if I'm not mistaken. Similar score line. Wesleyites will be facing the defending champions, the reigning league and the knockout champions St. Peter's, and of course, my goodness, after a tough game like this, a crunch encounter, why not grab a Maliban lemon puff? There is no additives, no artificial flavors. Chill when Maliban lemon puff and chill out. Whether you are a Wesleyite or a Don or a neutral fan, this game lived up to all the pre-game expectations. Here is your second half highlights. Well, 27-20. Here you go, the final score confirmation. And Hisham, we have Isipatana on the other hand, who will be eyeing tomorrow's game, St. Thomas's versus Zahira. That will be also a mini battle within the coaches as well. Anurag Walpula and his team with the Tomians, and Shamli Nawaz with the Zahirians, two Isipatana coaches.
You see the two coaches who switch sides. Shamli Nawaz from St. Thomas to Zahira, and Anurag Walpula from Zahira to St. Thomas's. St. Thomas's on paper will be the favourites, but it will also be interesting to see what team St. Thomas will decide to field, because there was a bit of controversy. Here we go, the key stats: 27 points to 20 in favour of Wesley. 4 tries, 4 Amana Bank tries for Wesley College to DS Senanayake's 3 out of 2 which were converted by Abdul. Umagilige converting 1 try, and then of course another penalty put over by Wesley, and then 1 drop goal for DS Senanayake. And the player of the match, NDB player of the match, will be Sandun Gammampila from Wesley.
Yes, of course. And that's it, folks. Live here from the Sugathadasa Stadium. With me at the combox, Hisham Hamid and myself, the Papare crew, our technical, our production, and all of us here at the Sugathadasa Stadium. It's a good evening, good night, and take care. Have a pleasant Friday night, and hope to see you soon tomorrow in the first quarterfinal in the Premier Trophy game with St. Benedict's and Prince of Wales, and later on with the big clash, STC taking on Zahira. Take care, be safe, and see you soon.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai, Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Chill when a lemon.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk or call 0117 756 756. Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Right. Study sikai jobs deka tuna karanna.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash shaker. Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai, Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Chill when a lemon.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with one?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Gold Hair and Body Wash Shaker.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Scrum down at the Dubai Rugby Sevens. Feel the adrenaline rush with thrilling Sevens games, indulge in top-notch rugby entertainment and tackle a variety of sporting activities. Fly to Dubai on an exclusive Emirates Holidays package inclusive of a 3-day pass starting at 275,000 rupees only from Aiken Spence Travels. Call Aiken Spence Travels now.
Gold Hair and Body Wash Shaker.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Right. Studies, ikai, jobs, dekaduna karana.
Real energy for real life. Ride. NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Scrum down at the Dubai Rugby Sevens. Feel the adrenaline rush with thrilling Sevens games, indulge in top-notch rugby entertainment and tackle a variety of sporting activities. Fly to Dubai on an exclusive Emirates Holidays package inclusive of a 3-day pass starting at 275,000 rupees only from Aiken Spence Travels. Call Aiken Spence Travels now.